good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of FSTN's Hot Talk. I tell ya, just can't get the staff, mate. I tell you, bloody hell. We're gonna say good evening, Mr. Preds. How we doing, sir?
I'm all right. I'm blessed. Artie, I'm blessed. Thank you very much.
Good evening, Mr. KV.
The storm is over. Storm is over now.
No, don't give up your day job, man. Whatever you do, yeah. Don't give up the day job.
Oh, it's like that. That's what we're doing.
He's trying to compete. He's trying to compete with
He's trying to
Tabriz.
fill in for Tabriz because he's not here today.
I was just listen. I had him. Didn't hear his background vocals.
Gentlemen, I tell you, it's been a good few days, man. You know what I mean? Back-to-back wins for the old Paul.
Nice.
Yeah, getting back to something of a bit normality at the moment.
You know, like that.
Yep. Performances, I must say, are not tremendous, but I'm liking they're gritty. And the one thing I will say is that I'm feeling the clean sheets.
Oh, back to back as well. Oh,
this year, and not against no mediocre sides either. You understand?
No.
Clean sheets on two sides. I'm very, very happy with that. I must say.
Definitely, mate.
So,
definitely.
This West Ham match. Let's quickly run through that team, gentlemen, and see how we feel about that team. So, Alisson, what we saying about Alisson? Wow, here's a keeper's rose tinted glasses. Here we go.
You know what? I want to give him I want to give him a 10. Let me hold on. Give him a 10. I thought we can give him a 10 in that. Seriously, Ali's different levels.
Give him a 10.
Alison's that different kind of gravy with the end corner sauce in it. You get me?
It was a big boy save. I'm not gonna lie, big boy. Oh, no, all right.
But after getting the assist as well. Come on, he's different.
All right, you know what? I'm going to come back to that. Yeah, remember, just remind me, as soon as we finish doing the players, we can come back to Alisson, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, with Alisson. Okay.
He gets a 10 for me.
Trent returned to the team. What's about Trent?
I'd give him a 7. You saying, Prez?
I'm going to give him a 6.
Ooh, okay.
I'm going to give him a 6.
Gomez.
He gets a 7 as well.
Oh, that's a close one, boy. It's a 7. I'll give him a 7, but yeah, 7.
All right, VVD.
You can get 8.
The man who sounds like an STD.
I hope he keeps giving, mate. I hope he keeps giving. I'll give him an 8 as well, mate.
And they brought back the Greek Scouts.
Yeah.
He definitely gets an 8 for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So in the middle of the park, Fabs.
I give him a 7.
7.
Okay. Thiago.
8.
I'll give Thiago 7.
Hendo.
Definitely at 8. Best game all season.
I'll give him an 8.
Okay. Carvalho.
7.
Yeah, I'll give him a 7.
Elliot.
You can get 8.
I like the kid. Yeah, I mean, for just sheer work rate and just enthusiasm and energy, and plus he's good on the ball as well. So I'll give him an 8.
But didn't he come on in the second half?
He came on, and you like. I'm listening.
Oh yeah.
And you still gave him them big marks. Okay.
Yeah, because he's energy, man. He willingness to help out, everything. Brilliant.
You know, I'm going to backtrack. I'll give him a 7. I'll give him a 7.
Salah.
You can get 8.
I'm going to give him a 7.
Nunez.
Well, I was hoping you guys were going to Darwin in that, because I've been quoting him. I've been quoting him off. You know what? Darwin Nunez gets a 9 today. I'm gonna give him a 9 today because he was on stuff.
That's big things from KV.
I was quoting him, but he gets a 9 from me. What he was dealing with, yeah.
Fred?
I'll give him an 8.
You give him an 8. Okay.
I'll give him an 8.
Who else? Milner came on.
I tell you what,
It's a 7.
that might be the biggest big toe that he got in. Like, you forgot about that, mate. That was the.
Oh, mate, 2 games.
Said he was a goal. When I saw the ball come inside, I'm like,
goals. Because Ali was gone. Ali was out of there. It was empty net.
100.
It was empty net, and it was like
all we needed to do was make contact with the ball. It was a goal.
It was a goal.
Yeah.
I mean, like when you see David Moyes on his knee,
he was waiting for it. Was it
you see him?
Sujek, yeah. Like
that's two managers who've had on their knees in the last 2 games. Guardiola and Moyes both hit the ground. They couldn't believe it. They couldn't believe it, mate.
That's the best big toe in the world. So for that, mate, I'll give him an 8.
Okay, so
I know he came on.
Right. Alisson. I said we're going to go back to Alisson, yeah?
I'm intrigued.
The question is, and I know Preds is going to be, because Preds have got a keeper. Was it a great save or a poor penalty?
I think it's always
a great save when it's a penalty. The penalty is 1-on-1.
Yeah, it's a great save. I mean,
there's some mess penalties, bruv. Come on, really.
The striker's always favourite to score a penalty.
Yeah, exactly. The onus is on the striker and he's favourite. It's a guessing game for a goalkeeper.
It's a guessing game for the goalkeeper. He guessed right. It's come on. It's a penalty.
And to be fair, he did strike it quite well. It was for keeper. It was a nice height.
That's what I was going to say. It's a good height for a keeper.
Yeah, it was a nice height, but it was hit well.
He did hit.
Yeah, it was hit well. It just didn't. He didn't put enough curl on it where it was going to curl away from the goalkeeper into the side netting. Yeah, and lower as well. Yeah. Or he's got to hit it real top bags.
I've always been taught if you go bottom corners of a keeper, it's the hardest piece for a keeper to get down.
Yeah.
He's either corner.
For penalty taker, you're looking to hit the side netting. Mm-hmm. That's what you're looking. Yeah. You're looking to hit the side nettings. Anything side netting, keeper, if he gets there, he's got to be tremendous. He's got a great go gadget arm.
I was just going to say that go gadget arms.
You know what I mean?
And this is Alisson as well. Not only did he save that, when Alisson saves the ball, he gets the ball out of the 6-yard area.
Yeah.
Like it's always I've always noticed about Alisson, when he saves the ball, he doesn't just drop to another player. He gets it clear. So I mean, come on.
I mean, even for me, I think he won the battle of the Brazilian goalkeepers in regards to last week.
Yeah.
Hands down, like
an assist, and he saved the penalty in the last 2 games.
Yeah, and if you look at it, Edison made good vital saves at vital times, and then Alisson also made vital saves at vital times, and then also getting an assist as well. So, mate, and then on Wednesday, the penalty save, I'm thinking, mate, for me, when I see Big Alisson in there, I am so super confident.
Yeah,
like he's the world's #1 goalkeeper for me.
Yeah. Not only do you have to get past Virgil, you got Ali after that.
There you go.
I mean, because last 2 games, Virgil's been on stuff.
And trophies winners, that's what they're made of.
They're winners, mate.
You've got those things behind you, and it breeds confidence.
Last two games, Virgil looked focused, really, really focused, hungry. He looks back to, I'm not going to say he's back to his old self, but he looks like he's on his way there. It's fantastic to see him commanding the area, winning the ball, approaching the ball, reading the game properly. Thank God he's back to normal.
Yeah. And I saw him having a go at players, and you know what I mean, making sure he's directing. And I was like, man, this is what we need. You need to step up, man. Step it 100. Up. So with Gomez, gonna go back to Gomez as well. So you still gave Gomez them high marks, even though he gave away the penalty.
Yeah, I gave him a 7.
That's a good mark.
Yeah, because I mean, he Gomez, his distribution, he's always available to receive the ball. He does some good tackling, some good tracking back. But there's always a mistake in him. There's always a mistake in young Joe. But
that I mean, for me, silly. Come on, man. Bro, was running away from goal.
Yeah.
All you've got to do is stand him up.
Yeah,
it was schoolboy error. It was you don't expect a player in that level of football to be making that sort of decision. Yeah, in that too much. And I mean, look like it, for me, it just felt like he made that challenge because he didn't know where he was on the pitch. if that makes sense. You know what I mean? He for a split second lost concentration. Next thing you know, but like Bowman was going out. He wasn't going towards goal. He was going out to the stand. You know, so he's made that rash decision. But I gave him a 7. Yes, he made that error, but we can't. You can't kind of just concentrate just on that one error. There was 90 minutes of the game, and for me, he built on the performance that he done against Man City.
100%.
So he's built on that performance. Yes, maybe there's still going to be an error in him, but I think he's starting to come good now. It's just a game by game process, really.
And Trent, did we see any differences in Trent in this game?
I did, yeah. I saw him being a lot more. He wasn't so gung ho. He held his position very well. He got done. I think got done once or twice, but his positional sense of reading of the game was much better in that game than we see in previous games.
I'll tell you what I noticed. Did you see in the second half when we had a corner and he's put the corner in, it got headed out? Did you see how fast Trent went back to that? His intensity was like back on it, right? That's where it should have been in the first place. But then there's still question marks on his 1-to-1 defending.
Yeah,
like there was a couple of times a few times when their winger, and he was a young lad as well, wasn't he?
Benrahma.
You get Benrahma, yeah, and then who came on second half for him?
Now.
I think Benrahma come on second half for him, but he just 1-on-1. Still some work to be done. I would admittedly say still some work to be done, but again, it's just a building process, isn't it?
That's where that chance was created from. He got done, and then the ball got put inside for Suchet. That's where it got created from.
That's where it got created from. So, like I said, there's still question marks on that initial 1-to-1 defending.
Yeah, but I must say, I'm glad to see. I was much more impressed, and I didn't feel him in my heart wasn't so much because I saw his positioning, his intensity, like you said, to get back. I'm like, okay, so they it has been noted.
Oh, there's definitely improvements. Improvements.
And long may it continue, man.
Just to
learn when to go and when not to go.
And he didn't, like you say, he wasn't as gung-ho as he kept his shape a little bit more. All right, he waited until he read the game a little bit better in respect of waiting until we had good possession before actually vacating his defensive position and then going forward. He took some good positions inside, going inside. But the one noticeable thing was there was a lot more energy and a lot more intensity and better reaction time to any errors or any of their dangers.
So your Liverpool man of the match.
It's got to be Darwin, isn't it?
Okay.
Darwin and Alisson. I give it to Darwin because that wasn't an easy goal to score. He ran his heart out. Actually, the fastest guy in the Premier League at the moment. So yeah, for me, and because I've been giving it, I've been quoting him off. I've been quoting him off.
I know.
So yeah, I did. The man of the match goes to Darwin for me.
I see it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, trust me, I'm a witness to this. He gives him hell. Yeah,
I was quoting it. I didn't see a footballer in him, but I mean, he took 3 good shots. His technique was absolutely brilliant. I could see there's a rough diamond in there. Finally, I was very happy with that goal because that wasn't an easy goal to score by any chance. The confidence to take the shots and be in certain positions, running down players, coming back to defend. I give him his dues. He's man of the match for me.
All right, Prince.
Yeah, you know what? I would go for Nunez as well, purely on the fact that I think we would be moaning if he weren't taking shots or if we weren't in positions where he was going to be. I think his finishing just is going to come. But then again, all the murmurings I'm hearing from the training field is that he's scoring unbelievable goals in training. He's a finisher. It's just he just needs it. I think probably just needs that little bit of ounce of composure, in front of goal. Because I think he could have actually had a hat trick.
Oh yeah,
one where he hit the post.
One.
Yeah.
Smacked the post.
He smacked the post one. There was another one where their goalkeepers touched it over the bar.
Yeah.
You know,
there was another one that came back to him and then but on his right foot and then he skewed that one.
Yeah. And there was another one where he's gone on his left foot and the goalkeeper's made another save.
Is he right foot or left footed? Because I couldn't make it. He was shooting better with his left foot.
Yeah, left foot.
Yeah, he's left footed. But I don't know. I mean, like, because he used to play on the left
he's
and then cut in.
He's naturally left footed.
Yeah,
naturally left footed.
So like he's getting in positions, aren't he? He's getting in positions. He's energetic. He gets the crowd going. You know, you can see that he wants to do well.
Of course.
You know what I mean? And
he's on
like,
stuff.
yeah, and the way he took his goal, like great delivery from Tsimikas. And to get, and you know what? That's the money ball because that ball falls right in between two centre halves.
Yeah.
And he's there, and he's done everything textbook, which
got the ball down
and heading the ball down
at that speed. That's not easy.
Yeah, that's not easy at all.
Another thing what I like is, and what we didn't have before is the runs that he makes. He encourages us to play the ball forward.
Yeah,
because he does that, and you can see him, and you know, so he encourages us to actually try and put them through them little slide through balls and that. He encourages us to play the ball forward. Whereas before, there was a lot of sideways, this crab football. Now you've got something to aim at because he doesn't stop making them runs, man.
No,
he's brilliant.
No.
He's brilliant at it.
Yeah. He just needs to take care of his runs.
That this guy knows the position, man. He knows the position. He knows what he's going to do. And all it is, feed him, and he's going to score goals.
Yeah, I think he's got to work on probably just like every young striker getting caught offside quite a few times, but. You know, they play if teams are playing the high line against us, then we're going to have to expect that. It's just the timing. And I think once players like, what's his name, Thiago, once they get into sync, Thiago's the man who can, in one pass,
of course,
set him on his way.
Yeah.
You know the kind of relationship that Gerrard and Luis Suarez had. Yeah, I can see something like that kind of developing, and if we can get that developed, that's another string to our bow.
Definitely. So, man of the match for West Ham.
Ooh.
There's a reason why.
You know what?
There's a reason why I asked that.
I know. I would. I'm telling you now. I was very, very impressed with Declan Rice. Very impressed.
Yeah, I like Rice. Damn good player. I'd love him at Anfield. I would love him at Liverpool.
Like that's the first time. Not. I mean, I've seen him in England games, and obviously not so much watching West Ham games. But because they're playing against us, you kind of had a better look at him. And I've got to be honest, he kind of at times outdone Fabinho, and strength or physically. His passing as well. The way he just kind of, it was. From when he came on the scene, he's obviously matured and got better. And his decision making and his quality on the ball and his work rate. I'm thinking to myself, you know what?
There's a player there, mate.
Well, yeah. The pundits, that's who they gave man of the match to. They even said it. It goes, they don't normally do this, but they're going to give the man of the match to one of the guys on the losing side.
They gave it to Rice, yeah? I didn't even know that.
Rice, man of the match was Declan Rice. That's what they gave.
He's a player. Boy, I'd love him.
I ain't gonna lie. He had a very good game. He had a very, very good game. I must say.
That's why I gave our midfield 7s, because Declan Rice was a 9. Like he was bossing out at times, and he's come to Anfield. I mean, it tells a little bit about character and his mindset in regards to he's come to Anfield. It's not easy. He's on the away side, and he's still.
Imagine that.
He caught the eye.
Imagine that
massively.
Imagine Declan Rice got man of the match. Yeah, we're giving him plaudits, right? And Hendo had his best ever game.
Well, time evolves, isn't it? He's like Endo's 32 now. He's getting older. And you got Declan Rice now. Yeah. But this is where as a club, LFC should be looking at. We're evolving, and we should have been evolving a long time ago. Like bringing in players every transfer window, bringing in that player to come in to replace that player. And as much as Hendo's doing well, I think a little cheeky bet, Declan Rice to be at Liverpool next season.
How much you reckon? How much you reckon that will cost?
No, that's what I was going to say. That's why it's not going to happen. They want too much money. Once you're a British player and good, the price is just silly money. It's silly money.
West Ham. Well, West Ham are trying to negotiate a new contract, right? And they're trying to they've offered them an 8-year contract.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
But like he's not well, according to I'm only going by social media and what's happening in the media. Yeah, it's like they've offered them an 8-year contract.
He ain't signing that. No way. He wants a big club. He knows he should be at a big club.
Gonna say big shouts goes out to amateur football, and here he goes again. As long as you don't say JWP, bro, we're good.
When you're right, you're right. You know like that.
Say JWP, you're good. Now, I must say, he's growing on me a lot more as well. Declan Rice, he is. He's growing on me a lot more. But he would fit in well at Liverpool. But the money they're going to want for him is silly money. Was it City last season or season before that was looking at him and the money they pulled out because of the money that West Ham wanted? It was crazy. It's crazy money. He's
one of their own, isn't it? And they want top money for him. Yeah. Like they want top money, but then I mean, look, he's not going to negotiate a new contract.
Exactly. That's the advantage.
I mean, yeah, that's the advantage. And West Ham are now going to, have to sit down and try and persuade him. But like KV said, I think he's now reaching that point where he's like, yeah, I need to kick on in my career. So I need, so I need to be playing Champions League.
Of course, he knows he's that good.
Yeah, yeah. And I think yesterday he showed. I don't think there was any doubters, but I think he showed the class that people have been talking about, like especially at West Ham.
Yeah, definitely. So, gents, what's that? 3 wins, a draw, back to back. Not been doing too bad. Is this top 4 form now you're talking about?
I'm not gonna think about top 4. I'm gonna stick to how Liverpool have conducted their business since Jurgen Klopp's been there. If you focus on the next game and see where we end up at the end of the season, our biggest advantage going through this time where we're in a transition with players aging and new players coming in, our biggest advantage is Jurgen Klopp. And I've been giving Klopp a hard time because he's making some decisions that don't make sense to me. But he is our biggest. Thank God we got him at this time and this period. So I'm not going to think about top 4. I'm just going to think about the next game and see where we end up.
Okay, Prince.
Yeah, I think I don't go too far away from what KV said. It's just a game by game now, building that momentum, building that steam ahead. We've got some big games coming up. If we can kind of keep this form going, then who says that there's nothing saying that we can't? That's not going to be top 4. Right. Yeah. I think we've just kind of hit the results wise. We're just like you said at the start, Lee. By hook or by crook, we're getting that result, aren't we? Performances ain't been great, but we're getting the performance. We're getting the wins at the moment. So and now vital players, our big players, are starting to step up for some utter reason. So not quite top 4. Form, but we're well on the way to getting that top 4 form.
Okay, stick a pin for a minute, gentlemen. We will be back after the ad break. We are now sponsored by Global Mapping Surveys. Global Mapping Surveys currently assist architects, property developers, construction companies all over the country. They offer a wide range of services such as setting out topographical surveys, 3D laser scanning, monitoring, and that you can find them at www.globalmappingsurveys.co.uk. And do remember, you mentioned the hottest podcast out there, KopTalk, and you will get a discount. Right, so JV said he's only thinking about game after game. Yeah, so am I. I'm taking it game as game goes. You know what I mean? I am as well. But to kick on and keep the challenge, it'll be unthinkable of us not getting top 4.
Oh, definitely.
Because if you just listen to what one of the comments you made, I think it was Preds. Declan Rice wants to kick on and play Champions League football. Then why would he want to come to Liverpool if we're finishing 6th or 7th?
Yeah, 100.
Oh mate, it's vital that we. Yeah, when we weren't playing too well in the results thing, I was still I'm disappointed, but I still believe that listen, if we don't get that win the league, then we definitely get into top 4. Because we have to. There's no doubts about it. We have to get top 4. So it's good that we've kind of kicked on now, in time to, like I said, before World Cup. But then it could be a whole different ball game when the World Cup finishes.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and another thing that's not going to help us again is that Nunez and Thiago have come off with little niggles.
Yeah. Our squad's taking a battery at the moment.
We're out here getting hammered.
We've got Nottingham Forest 12:30. Now, we know there's no easy games in the league, but if you're going to pick a team to play at this time where your squad's a bit depleted, not being horrible to Forest fans, you're going to pick one of the teams that just come into the league, and Forest are one of them teams. So, obviously, it's not going to be an easy game. They might smell blood due to certain players missing and blah, 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 but that should be 3 points for us. The caliber of our team, the caliber of our players, that should be 3 points.
Remember, these teams are ones, they've got nothing to lose.
100%, but our quality alone should see us through. Should see us over the line.
Yeah, are we away?
I think we are. Yeah, we are.
We're away to Forest. I mean, that's going to be. It's all going to the City ground. It's like that's a hard historic ground to go to, and the atmosphere that they generate there as well is good. On paper, yes, we should be winning that game, but we all know football. And
on
we
paper,
know
that. You said it on paper, but what on paper? What team are we putting out?
Oh, look. If you think
right now, we don't know if we're gonna have Nunez fit. We don't know if we're gonna have Thiago fit. We know Jota's
your bredge is back in training.
Ox.
No, your bredge Jollof rice.
He was on the bench.
Naby.
Oh Lord, he's on the bench.
Ox was on the bench, mate.
Was he?
Ox was on the bench.
He was on the bench.
He was on the bench. The stripper's back in the team.
The stripper's back.
He did all right actually when he came on.
Yeah, the stripper. No, he didn't. No,
he did all right. He did all right. He did all right.
He did.
I mean, he didn't turn the game or anything, but it was run out. He got minutes under his belt, and I think that's the most important thing.
He did all right.
Yeah.
That's a good game for him to get a good run out in. You know what I mean? Like a 60 minutes to get his fitness back.
He ain't do one ass when he come on the pitch. All right, that's not it, right.
But this is the same way how you're quoting Nunez. Remember that?
Yeah.
But it seems every player I quote turns it around the next game. So they leave being my coating off the players.
Quote him.
Poke them off, Bridget.
Keep it going, mate. Keep it going. Yeah, so we have to look at what kind of team we actually going to put out. Week after
Bobby Clark is on the bench.
Who?
That might be a sign.
Yeah. And you know what? I want to see maybe get a chance as well. Is it Batovic?
I want to see him. I want to see that kid play. I'm really excited about what he can do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think there's a time and a place. I don't think this particular time is. I don't know. Maybe if they're on the bench and they're good enough, then if they're good enough to be on the bench, they're good enough to play.
That's what's up.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's definitely it for me. So we're looking at Bobby, Salah, and between Carvalho and Elliott as our front three.
Well, that's if Nunez has got a proper knock. We don't know it.
Yeah. I think that Nunez, hopefully, touch wood, Nunez is just one of those. He got a knock during the game. It's just a precaution to take him off.
I was like, what? This guy's on fire. You're taking him off? I said, what the heck?
Man, and he's young as well, Do you remember what it would like to be that young and get a little knock and shake it off?
Listen, you'd have to carry me off that part, bro.
Well, at that age,
one leg.
Bro, you see now, I played football 2 weeks ago. I'm still in pain. I'm still in pain. You see now? Oh, shit. You see when you wake up, right? Hold on. Listen, 2 weeks ago, You see when you wake up on a Sunday morning to go play Sunday League football, the first thing you're thinking, what excuse can I use to get out of this shit?
Yeah, that's generally what I used to do, man. I'm like, wake up and you're like,
know what?
Why?
This is some bullshit. Then you got to go there and pay £10, right? and then someone wants to start a fight. No, I didn't come in for that. I didn't come in for that. Sunday League's tough, bro.
Yeah,
but
yeah. It's the real. That's the real. That's the real.
Yeah, them pitches.
Right there, you know.
Like there was one time we played on the pitch, yeah, and half of it was absolutely frozen like real ice. If the ball went over there, the whole game just stopped. Everyone just looked.
Yeah.
Who's going in there?
Hey, playing those games with foundation, rude boy.
Those are the ones, and the ones you play on the pitches like this.
Or like this. You're kicking it up, you pass it up, and it comes down again. It's rolling.
Oh God!
Those are the ones that make you, man. Trust me.
Those pitches are foundation. Those games, Sunday League, were foundation, man.
Yeah, games are brutal. They're brutal, absolutely brutal. So you can't even go there with no cheap football boots. It's gonna run you.
Reckon for so what do you reckon for Nottingham Forest then?
What you reckon in the lineup or
both?
I don't give a shit what Forest do. We just got to turn up. If we played like we played the last 2-3 games, we got this. I've noticed that since the Rangers game, I don't know what Klopp done, the formation, the team talk. There's been an extra bounce in our step. If we can continue playing on and improving that level of football, I don't see why we can't win our next game.
Yeah, we need to, but this is what I'm worried about now. Now we're playing one of the lesser teams. Is it going to drop down again?
Yeah.
Good evening, Mr. Bingy.
Yes, Bingy.
Nice.
Big up your blood.
You mean? Yes, mate. So, well, considering if you include those players who've got knocks, so we're leaving them out just in case. What is going to be the lineup?
Well, Ali, I think. Ali will be in goal. Yeah, I think the back four will be as it finished yesterday with Trent, Gomez, VVD, and Robinson. Midfield, I think it'll be Fabinho, possibly Milner, and possibly Carvalho. Oh, sorry, RVN, yep. And then it's going to be Salah, Firmino, and Carvalho on the left.
That's probably correct.
Okay.
That's probably correct.
Bingy says, stop the negative talk. We're winning.
Ain't no one negative.
Not negative. We're just being real, Bingy. We're just being real.
We're taking it game by game.
Yeah, game by game, as KV said. Yeah, but no, we're being real, man. We're just being real out here. It's not negative. We're just being real. I mean, we're just looking at our depleted squad. You know what I mean? But they say that Ox is back on the bench. I heard that when you say Jollof Rice is in training.
Yeah. The stripper's back on the bench.
The stripper's back.
I mean, what can Ox, Naby, and Jones offer something? Can they revive what little part of their career that they have left at Liverpool?
Not this weekend, I don't reckon. For Ox anyway. he's gonna take time.
Yeah.
Take time to get up to speed.
Well, they need time. They need time and everything, but like when I think they've fully got to understand, like, listen, they've got to step up. Like, they've got to. They've got no choice other than step up. They've been out a long time, granted, we understand that, but they've got to hit the ground running. This is elite football.
Last season. Looking at their last season, Liverpool.
Yeah, and it's about getting that contract and whether they can get that contract or not. I hope they do. I really do hope they do.
He says, I play Carvalho, Elliott out wide with Firms and Mo up top in our 4-2-4. All right, so who's your middle, Bingy? Who's your middle two? That's what I want to know. Fabs and who? Who's your middle two?
I mean, if we don't go 4-3-3, I can see us going 4-2-3-1 with you probably got Milner and Fabinho, the middle two, and then you've got Carvalho on the left, Bobby just behind Salah up front, and then you've got Harvey Elliott on the right.
Are we concerned with Fabinho's form at the moment? Because he hasn't been top form at all.
He hasn't been. He hasn't. He's another one who's looking he's looking like he's lost a couple yards of pace as well.
Yeah, man. Like he aged for us, Clark.
Yeah.
He's committing those professional fouls quite a few times, and you know, it's one of those. Yeah, you got experience, but then we've also got to be mindful. Like, even, sorry to go back about Declan Rice, but even yesterday, where there was a moment where Declan Rice got the better of him physically, and then actually put us on the back foot straight away. And I'm thinking, for being Fabs, you got to win those battles. You've been winning those battles, but he hasn't been.
No, I haven't been.
I think it's a knock-on effect. Yeah.
We say Ox better not start. I don't mind him coming off the bench. Yeah, I don't think he's fit enough to start. No. He can't start. He needs to come on and get a 20 minutes in him under his belt, and then he can start coming on and getting little run-outs here and there to get himself fully fit for me. But yeah, I don't think he's ready to start yet.
It's going to be a process.
And hopefully, if we're like, you know, just say we are 3-0 up or something like that by half time, then maybe he can come on after the next 10 minutes of the second half and get a decent little blowout, because you know what, we should be fully in control, hopefully. His middle two, Bingy saying, will be Hendo and Fabs.
Yeah.
Well, none of us mentioned Hendo, you know. Well, none of you
he played.
Yeah,
I don't think he to start. I don't think he to start tomorrow. He just done all the minutes.
Yeah, because he played 90. He played 90 minutes, didn't he? Hendo, No, Hendo played 90. No, Hendo played 90.
Did he play the full game, actually?
Yeah, Hendo played 90.
Yeah. He did play 90 minutes.
So only reason I wouldn't. So you got Fabinho, Milner came on late second half. So I'm thinking that could be Fabinho, Milner in there because they've had a little bit of a rest. Hendo played 90, so I don't think he's going to be starting. That's the only reason why I haven't mentioned Hendo, because
for me, he should start and then take him off. Start him, get the goals and everything in the bag first, and then take him off.
Yeah, but you don't know. He might feel like KV when he plays football. Like, he needs speed.
Oh, you gonna do me like that? You gonna use me as a reference, man?
I'm comparing you and Hendo. Wow. Hey, there, mate. You're in good company there.
Yeah, I can't talk to Hendo when it comes to football. I can't.
No, but
in my head, I thought I was Brazilian.
This is what happened, bro.
What happened? I realized I'm from South African. I ain't got it.
When you get older, you think you still got it, fam. You can still do it. It's not
listen. There was this black kid. He ran past me. Yeah, I said, hold on a minute. He did it once. I said, no. I said, I'm just gonna wear your t-shirt for next time you try that shit.
I start doing a Milner on them, bro. I'm taking him out.
Yeah, I try to take off his t-shirt. Come here.
Yeah, I'm not having it.
Yeah, but you want to try and do him, but you can't even get close to him.
That happened a couple of times. I just looked at it. You just look like.
Yeah,
the breeze.
You know what they say? It all works up there, mate. It's just a little bit slower down below.
Yeah. I started off well, you know, one sprint. After that sprint, Lord of mercy.
One sprint per game.
Yeah,
you're not on the end.
Like I got beat in the 90s.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my days. Agreed, Artie. Start these unfresh players. Hopefully you get the lead and then sub them around 60 minutes in. Yeah. Yeah. I prefer to do things that way rather than bring them on to try and chase the game.
Yeah, I hear that.
You get me? Yeah, I'd rather start them off, get that lead, and then you know what? Then we can do what we need to do. Because if you look at it as well against the West Ham, when we did take off Thiago and Nunez, we went a bit flat. We didn't
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but before them two got taken off, we weren't great in possession. Like it was like hot potato.
We had a threat.
Yes, we had a threat. Absolutely, but they had a threat as well.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is when they took them two players off, that threat kind of died.
Yeah. Nunez, the energy that Nunez brought, that died down, and then Salah went into the middle. But then when they got taken off, that's when West Ham kind of had a real foothold in the game where they had a lot of possession.
They did.
they had a lot of possession. We were chasing shadows at one point,
Mm-hmm.
but in all fairness, we defended so well in respect of just like making sure that we've got players back. We were filling gaps. We were closing down at the right time. Our pressures there at the right time. We were all going together. So obviously, it's one of those. If every clog is working, everything else, kind of goes according to plan. So, West Ham made us work for that win yesterday. And
remember, listen, we spoke about this on Monday, and we said that it wasn't going to be an easy game.
No,
we all of us agreed that it wasn't going to be an easy game. West Ham have been playing well lately.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, we did play well in really well in spells. We passed around their press quite comfortably at times. I think we've got to play more to our strengths, though. I don't think we're confident enough to be retaining the ball as much as we'd like to. So it's about popping over the top, getting that quick ball, and moving at the pitch as quick as possible. But at times we played really, really well. Played around their press, quick 1-2 football. It was nice to see.
Yeah, definitely. I think as well, if we are gonna see the best of Nunez as well, with them movements that he's got there, we need to try and find him to put him through. But I think also the moment that you get a chance and you're down on that wing, you don't have to actually beat the player. Just be able to put the ball in there.
Yeah.
He's gonna attack it.
Well, Tsimikas, that was a perfect example yesterday.
There you go. He's gonna attack it every time.
Yeah.
And that's what you need. And that defenders don't like that.
You got Trent, Tsimikas, Thiago, and Robbo putting in the football in that area. Nunez must bag something.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, man, I am glad. I'm glad for Tsimikas as well, man. Do like the boy. Glad, man, he's getting the minutes there to show what he can do. I'm glad Gomez is getting the minutes to show what he can do. He'll definitely, no doubt, start again against Forest, and I'm glad he's getting a run of games. I think that's only good for him. And that's what helps him build back up his form, his confidence, build back up the partnership with VVD. We'll see what happens when Matip and Konate are back fit. Do they drop him straight away, or does he retain his place? Because he's done well.
It's a great problem to have. Great problem to have. That kind of quality. Konate and Matip, come on. Great problem to have.
Bingy B. When they see most of our best attacking threat has been taken off, that indirectly gives them a boost to attack. Forest ain't nowhere near as good as the Hammers, so we should be okay. Yeah, we know that it's not all about the quality, it's the gusto with these teams, man. It's not about quality, it's the gusto. Yeah. And they get this belly. You understand? They got a bit of belly for a while, and they go at you, and they're at home. It's not even at Anfield, and they're at home. The crowd's behind them, and they're on one.
Yeah,
I mean,
listen, these teams, what happens is when you play these teams, all of a sudden they find extra 10, 15 yards of pace. They got extra 10, 15 yards of stamina. You understand? They're out jumping you and everything like this. They just try everything that bit harder when they're playing these teams. And this is what you have to be aware of.
But I think that I know you're absolutely right, Art, and I think you hit the nail on the head quite early on in the show. Like, what I'm more concerned about is, right, we've proved them that we can go toe to toe with those teams who are higher or are in a higher position than us. But we need to show that when we're playing teams below us, we have to have that clinical, professional, disciplined performances. And get that consistency back. And that's the one thing I'm going to be looking for is like, right, we hit those heights in the last 3 weeks. Are we going to continue those heights against Nottingham Forest? Because we have to. And you're absolutely right. They've got everything behind them. And it's so important in the first 15 minutes. It's like kind of like a Rangers game, isn't it? They're going to come at us. They're going to come at us and they're going to score a goal. I'm just confident that even if we do concede quite early, we've still got the quality to go and win the game. But if we're on the back of 2 clean sheets as well, that should install a huge amount of confidence throughout the team and throughout the squad.
When I'm trying to think about Forest results this season, they haven't actually been battered, have they? They've lost games. They've not been given a beating.
Well, Man City gave them a beating.
4 and 5s. Yeah, this is Man City, bro. All right.
Leicester gave them a beating.
What was the score with Leicester?
They lost 4-0.
4-2, wasn't it?
No, it's 4-0.
Was it 4-0?
Yeah.
If Leicester beating them 4-0, come on.
but that was away. But their home, no, I'm just looking at their home form. I think, what is it? Yeah, they're yet to win a game first and foremost, and that's another one because we do like to give teams that have they won a game? They have won a game, haven't they?
I don't know.
Well, according to my research, I don't think they have.
No, I don't think they have.
Could be the best team to play at the right time. Get him a nice quick hide in and relax.
Yeah. So again, it's a potential banana skin. End of the day, but it's the Premiership. This is football, and if we can come and bring what we brought for the last 3 or 4 games into that game, that intensity, that energy, the concentration, discipline, and the clinical, being clinical to then score those goals and finish those teams off, we'll be all right.
So, Bingy saying, have you seen the last few results? Not saying it's a walk in the park, but we should be beating Forest. Not saying we should have Ibra back as well. He should be back for that game.
100%.
Yeah,
100%. We should be beating Forest easy. It's a potential banana skin, like all games in the Premier League. But we're Liverpool Football Club. We're in a good way at the moment. The last 3 games have proved that. I don't see anything less than 3 points personally. But it's football. Anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean at home. I mean when they played at home, they've lost at home. It's been by 1 goal. It's either 3-2 or I think what was it 3-2. Both games they lost 3-2 at home. So it's close.
And they're playing us. You know they're going to defend deep. You know they're going to put the whole team behind the ball. Yeah. We will struggle with shit like that.
I think the one issue that they've got at the moment is having brought in 2 teams and then not knowing what's their best team to play.
Yeah, because they bought holy players, didn't they?
They bought 23 players, bro.
23
players. They bought 2 teams and a sub.
They have to stay up. They don't stay up. They're in trouble.
Good evening, Des B. First time contributor. Nice to have you on board, man. Do you remember, like, share, and subscribe? Yeah, subscribe so you don't miss out. Thanks for joining us. I think we will win, but try not to concede the first goal and having to chase the game.
Yeah. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. Didn't they? They lost tonight. They got done 3-0.
I knew that P45 was coming. We all knew that P45 was coming. Let's have it right. That job came too early for him anyway. I don't know what he was thinking. It's just they're the Rangers. He only got that job because he's Steven Gerrard.
Who did Villa lose to?
Villa lost to
Fulham. Yeah, 3-0.
Fulham. 3-0.
Fulham did him a beating.
And Villa got a man sent off, I think.
Yeah, Fulham beat them like they burnt the rice.
You know what it was? That boy Mitrovic again, you know.
Yeah, he put hands on them.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was looking at that fixture tonight. I'm thinking, yeah, I've got to be honest. If they don't pull a performance out for him tonight, he could be on his way.
Yeah. It was on the cards. It was on the cards.
What about to all the Liverpool fans that I know? I don't know about anyone else, but the ones that I know that wanted Filippo Coutinho back. He's been doo-doo at Villa. I don't know what happened to him at Barca. He's done now, chap.
I'm thinking about the ones who, when we were performing badly, and they were talking about get Stevie G in.
To do what? He's not ready. Let's have it right. And Steven Gerrard's my best Liverpool player next to Johnny Barnes. I love Stevie G. Stevie G. Oh, come on. But he shouldn't have got that job in the first place. Let's have it right. What did he do to merit getting the Village on the Premier League?
He won the Scottish title, didn't he?
Come on.
Yeah, but end of the day, you still got to win the league.
Stronghold of Celtic.
Yeah,
that's a big thing for them.
Yeah,
huge. For me, that doesn't warrant a job in the Premier League.
But you got to be honest. But if you're in the game, right, and like Steven Gerrard, he went and done what he done with Glasgow Rangers, pulled them up, like, you know, cut that stranglehold that Celtic had. As a young manager, you're gonna, like, if you got anything about you, you're gonna want that challenge. You're gonna want to play, you know, that challenge.
Yeah, you're correct.
Aston Villa's a huge club.
Came too early for him.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, listen, he might bounce back again. You never know. Might be. You never know, mate.
Bingy says, but they played well for him versus Chav, so I don't know what happened today. It's true. They got a draw against City, didn't they?
Did they? Yeah.
They got a draw against. I'm sure they got a draw against.
Didn't they throw it away? Didn't they throw it away last 5 minutes of the season? They made us dream.
Oh yeah.
They made us dream.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about
I mean, no, I think it was fixed. I'm just saying.
2-0 up.
It looked fixed. It looked fixed to me.
They were 2-0 up, yeah?
Yeah. They made us dream and they threw it away.
Just went, but to be fair, you know what I mean? Man City, mate, they can just flicks it on, don't they? And
against certain teams they can.
Yeah, definitely.
When it comes to my boys, don't work like that. Yeah, put some respect on our name. You get me?
No, we're there. The whole world, world, including me, thought we were going to get put in a blunt.
Yeah,
I did. I thought we were going to get put in a blunt.
Yeah,
but VVD pulled the blunt out. He got a 3.5 of that Haaland. You heard me?
Listen, right now, Stevie G's chilling, mate. They have to remember they sack him. They have to pay him out.
It's true. Yes, yeah, that's a nice little payout. Still,
there's no doubt he's going to get another job in management. He could go QPR. They need a manager.
Didn't Michael Bill?
Wolves.
No, Bill turned that down. He turned it down. He stayed at QPR.
No, I said he could go Wolves. Stevie J.
He can go Wolves. Possibly. I mean, football is one of the only jobs that you can get sacked and get another job immediately.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Crazy. Isn't it? You get sacked and get another job immediately.
Yeah, I don't see Stevie G getting another job this season in the Premiership.
Listen, if I saw Karius got another job, then Stevie can get another job.
Let's hope for everybody.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
To be fair,
he's in the Prem.
It's only really the Wolves job that's available. And the only other job I could see really becoming available soon would be Nottingham Forest and Leicester.
Leicester's probably soon because Rodgers ain't doing nothing over there, boy.
They're the only ones I could see becoming available.
Well, Neil Lennon got sacked the other day from that team, innit? So in Cyprus.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But, bro, listen, them teams there. Come on, fam. Come on.
No,
really?
No, he wouldn't be going. He needs to get another job. He needs to get another job in the Premiership.
He just wants to get paid, mate.
Mm.
Oh, sorry, Bing. He was talking about against Chelsea. That's right. Did they get a 0-0 with Chelsea in it?
Yeah, they played at home, and they had the crowd on their side, and they had a few chances. I think what's the Chelsea goalkeeper's name? Azabalaka, whatever his name is.
Yeah, he's been on smoke.
Yeah, he was on smoke. Yeah, he's been on smoke, and he that triple save that he done as well must have broke Villa's hearts.
Very sad for Stevie G, says Devs B, but these guys try to run before they can walk. They need to cut their teeth in the lower division before tackling the Prem, but he will come again.
100.
Yeah, but again, it's
hold on. So, him being at Rangers, did he not cut his teeth then?
Yeah, of course. He cut his teeth at Rangers.
I don't think he was there long enough.
He was there 2 seasons, isn't it?
What?
He was there 2 seasons.
And that's long enough. That's sufficient.
What? Leicester won today.
Where was he before that?
Fuck's
sake. Under 21s.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was under 23s, wasn't he? No, under 19s he was there.
He hasn't really dipped his custard cream in the tea.
when it breaks off.
You know where there.
He's like,
mash up your cup of tea in there. You just be looking at it, hoping for a different result.
But it is a good point still. It's a valid point because you have to look at as well. Lampard all of a sudden gets that big job at Chelsea.
Yeah.
Doesn't
even the Everton job. He'll soon get stuck.
But look, it's technically a big job. He's got a big job. It's Everton.
Yeah, it's a big job. He soon lose that job. Don't worry about that. It's still a
big job.
You soon lose that.
Yeah. Stevie G will get if Lampard's getting another bring in, he'll get another bring in somewhere. and he'll learn from it like every other manager. It's one of those occupations where you get sacked. It's occupational hazard, isn't it?
They only got them jobs on the merit of the players they were. They haven't got the merit on managerial merit. So
I fully agree.
I think he's just come way too early for them. I don't think they've dipped enough custard cream into the tea to be called a top manager.
Definitely.
But to be fair though, like I get what Bingy's saying, I get what you're saying, KB, as well. But when do you find out when you are ready? Like, is it one of those where you're in the lower divisions, or like in Stevie G's case, he was at Rangers. How long will he be at Rangers before he thinks, right, I'm ready? You know, when these jobs and opportunities come, like if people are going to bite their hand off for it.
Yeah, no, they both done better than Gary Neville, though, didn't they?
All right, no, Prince.
Yeah.
We're not saying that these guys, what do you call it? The point that people are trying to make is that they're being given these jobs.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying that of course you're going to accept it.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Of course you are. But should they be given that opportunity already? I'll give you an example then when they say about, all right, cutting your teeth and all that as well. The same boy, have you done this and have you done that? David Moyes, managing for time, goes to Man United, and he was there a few months.
Yeah.
And they got rid. Now you can't you can't tell me that he hadn't cut his teeth.
No, but Moyes went in there and done a rookie mistake. He went in there and said, yeah, like you can't change things. You can't change a well-oiled machine overnight. And he tried to go in there and implement his philosophy, get rid of certain players, and he alienated the team. That wasn't due to his man. That was due to his personality. I think he lost that job.
Okay, so Debsby saying, yeah, he went from LFC under 18s, Rangers, and Villa. Not enough experience. He needs a good 3 to 5 years in the champs. In the championship. Yeah, okay. Okay.
Again, I mean, like, I'm not disproving that. It's like, yeah, absolutely. But from a personal level, I mean, these chairmen are giving these opportunities to these younger generation of managers. And again,
look what happens when they give an opportunity. He lost his job. Then Liz Truss just lose her job too. When you give an opportunity, God bless her cotton socks, eh? Did she just lose her job? See, they gave her a chance. That went tits up.
Nah, but you know what it is? I think now, as we say, football evolves and time moves on. And football is evolving. And for me, you need to be going with these younger managers with these newer outlooks on football. You look at these other guys now, these Mourinhos and all that. They're like dinosaurs. Even like, let's check Conte, for instance. Man's playing some dead, boring breed of football at Tottenham, and Tottenham have got some players. They've got some players out there, man, but they're still stuck in this. You know what I mean? You have to move forward. You have to evolve, man. Seriously, and I think these guys are not doing it, but these younger guys are. And this is what people want to see. You can't be spending your big money, your 80, 90 pounds to go and watch a game, and you're watching your team park the bus.
Yeah, but Gerrard and Lampard, they're not in the caliber of Graham Potter and Eddie Howe. They're not in their caliber yet. Yeah, they could be and they can be, but they're not there yet. Those are the new breed of managers that are doing good stuff with their clubs and the players, and they're changing formations and they're a bit innovative. But Gerrard and Lampard, they've been thrown in to this elite level of football because they can play elite level football. They can't necessarily manage elite level football.
No, 100%. 100%. And you'd think as well, because what happens with certain managers as well when they go to certain places, if you've been a top boy player like that, you win them big trophies, when you walk into the dressing room, you immediately command the respect.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
That's
absolutely.
Frank Lampard. Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Can't talk to me. I've got look at my CV, bro. You know what I mean? And they're probably in the training ground, outdoing them as well on the training ground. You know what I mean? Picking balls and saying, look at that, son. That's how it's done. You know what I mean? Yeah. But as we said earlier, KV, and as Desby is saying, because you were a good player, doesn't make you a good manager.
Yeah, as a manager, you've got to put a team together to win matches and be successful. And it's even when you've got money, it's hard. You've still got the same issues. You've still got to kind of create a team that's going to be playing football and winning football as well. So yeah,
Villa got a decent team as well. They got a decent team. They shouldn't be getting beat by Fulham 3-0.
Well, I've got to be honest. Like Tyrone Mings for me, like
terrible. Him and them extension is going to say terrible.
Like he's
somebody else is saying that about Tyrone Mings as well the other day and saying, boy, he reckons he's one of their Villa's biggest problems.
Yeah, definitely. He's terrible. Yeah. He's Titus Bramble. He's a Titus Bramble with extension in his head.
He plays for England now again, mate.
Listen, no matter who he played for, that man is a living Titus Bramble with extension in his hair. That's what he is.
Man said Titus Bramble. That's the name of
the living Titus Bramble. The living
Bramble.
You
went in the cupboard for that one, boy. Let me get him.
Mings is terrible.
Listen, don't ever let me hear you say when the quiz is getting on again about you're a youngster, and you don't know these borders, bro. Because you pulling out Titus Bramble. Yeah?
We're telling you, bro.
I don't want to hear no excuses.
Listen, I was good on the last quiz. What are you talking about? I held my own.
All right.
I revived myself.
You won 1 out of 50. Not bad. Yeah.
That's right.
So remember, Paul Ince was doing well at Blackpool. I think he then took the Blackburn job and flopped, and he didn't really work after that.
Sometimes you have to think who you are. Like John Barnes, he ain't done nothing since.
John Barnes got hurt.
I see John Barnes on MasterChef playing the backside. That's what I see him.
Hey, that Celtic job hurt Johnny B, bruv.
Yeah, that done his whole dance.
That hurt him, man.
His whole dance.
Yeah, because Kenny brought him there as well, and
that's right.
It was meant to be that big Liverpool connection, and but that hurt him there, bruv. That hurt him.
Yeah, he's done it since.
Business.
Yeah.
All right, so gentlemen, results for Liverpool Forest.
I'm gonna say we win 4-0.
Okay, Preds.
I'll go for a nice sensible 3-0 win.
Okay. Debsby, before we go, let me just read this one. Debsby, a manager must have a style and buy players for that style, not just buy a player because he's good.
He's got to fit in their philosophy, isn't it?
Has to.
Of the manager.
Has to, but sometimes the manager might look at a player and think that is the one. And when he comes,
I'm saying that he got Coutinho. He got Coutinho to take a cut in wages. He's meant to be an elite standout player, and he's just not produced. And he hadn't even played him started the last couple of games.
Hence him
Bailey's been in and out of form. Ings has been in and out of form.
Debsby's agreeing with you. Preds, he's saying 3-0 to the LFC.
Yeah. I hope we just go to City Ground. I think hopefully we'll get our passing. They're going to be pressing. Hope our passing's nice and crisp. We can beat the press. We can then create chances, look threatening, and if we can then be clinical, take our chances. All of a sudden now the crowd goes down, and we can then hopefully go on and win the game. So yeah, I'm hoping.
Yeah, I'm looking at. Bingy's on it as well. 3-0.
That's it.
You must know something I don't know.
I wish, mate.
Might have to get to the bookies, mate.
I wish I knew that, mate. I wish I had the numbers as well.
Yes. So no. I'm gonna say 3-0, 3-1. Yeah, I'll have some of that. I think we're gonna score some goals down there. Definitely. So
definitely. Yeah.
It's just that we got a squad to turn up. That's the main thing.
No, I think hopefully, like we've had that little dip. We've started to play through that. We've got confidence as well. Remember I said a couple of weeks ago, as these players are human beings, even though they're big world-class players, they still need confidence. And once they get that bit of confidence, everything just starts to grow, and obviously that snowball effect, we just get bigger and bigger with our performances and our wins. So hopefully that we can continue in that rich vein.
Yeah, that's what we need. No more 9-0, just spread the goals out. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Need to spread them out. You didn't mean save some for another game. You're damn right.
But I wish we. Yeah, I wish we would go there and hurt them like we did against Bournemouth. You know what I mean? But I'm being sensible and going 3-0.
Okay. Lovely. Do remember, peoples, like, share, subscribe. Yeah, it's all about global mapping surveys as well. Don't forget, big shouts to our sponsors. We will be back. Let's see. We will be back possibly Monday, I reckon, again. And then Thursday again. We will be back after we've then played
2 shows on the week.
Yeah, we did. Come on, man. We're on this, man. We're on this. After we played Ajax. So it's Forest and Ajax.
Yeah.
Let's just come on, KV. Come on, make it a hat trick. KV, K.
Oh!
What happened?
That was like Bowen's penalty yesterday.
listen, yeah, I was thinking about the bully beef and rice. I'm gonna go and yam after this. That's right. That's it. Council estate delicacy. Say something.
Bully beef and rice,
Bully beef and rice.
All right.
That's what I got, babies.
Yes, do remember, peoples, keep it Kop Talk, yeah? It's all about Kop Talk. Catch you next week. Preds, thank you very much.
Good evening, Lee.
Thank you very much, my brothers.